Hey guys, Chris here with my top 7 pre-release Abyss Actor profile. Um, so I went against like 6-ish rounds, and there's 36 people. It was a very long day. Pre-release was really fun. The uh, new support is so good. Super Producer does so much for the deck. But even more than that, dress rehearsal does even more. So I guess I'll get into profile, more or less. Yeah. Also, it's been a hot minute since I've made a profile, so I apologize for that. However, I just don't have the motivation like I used to. So, ah, the big bad of the deck. We play 3 Superstar. Superstar is your boss monster. It deals your damage. It gets you your spell traps, all your spells, and your opponent can't respond to its being played, like on summon. So no torrential tributes, no Nibiru on summon, whatever. Being able to get your Rise of the Abyss King is really, really good. It sets up so much. Being able to get stuff off the field. Mellow Madonna. As a monster, she summons a dude if you activate a spell, well, a script, and then in scale you pay 1,000 to search. She's like one of your only ash points, and this deck's like big thing is it can't be ashed, like not well. So we play 3 extras. This is your main starter of the deck. This is full combo on its own. Summons itself from its scale, tributes itself as cost, sets a scale from deck, and you normally set scale with Curtain Riser. Curtain Riser, not only is it the Electromite maker, but it sends its cost from the deck to the grave, and it gets you a monster from your extra deck. Next we have 3 Wild Hope. I was opting to play 2 for a little bit so I can play another Sassy Ricky. The only reason why is because Wild Hope, although it's a really big combo piece and it is your searcher, but you can search for it and then go into other things. So I just figured like, hey, let's play 2, and then like on the opponent's turn we can pop it, on our turn we can pop it. The only reason why is because I really like Sassy Rookie being in scale as protection. Anyway, play 1 Sassy Rookie, but the Wild Hopes, they're just too good. I can't not play 3. Last actor we play is the Comic Relief. I've seen some people play other, like the level 2, the level 8 Evil Heal, but they're not starters. The only reason why we play Comic Relief is because we can get rid of a monster on the opponent's field, we can pop our own stuff, and like just in general, like being a normal summon, being able to have other like really good effects, there's no reason why we shouldn't play 3 Comic Relief. Also, it's fine that it's our normal high, or our like only real high scale, because Wild Hope is its own high scale. For Bestials, I play 2 and 2. I didn't plan to play Bestials aside from Baldrake. My roommate was borrowing my Bestials, but before tournament started, he bought it 3, so then I got my Bestials back. So I should be playing a higher Bestial package. I want to play 2 Drew's Worms, but we just got the ban list this morning, and it looks like Cash is going to be the best thing, and Bestials are going out, only because like you can't really Bestial a Cash tier player. Sprite doesn't really have darks. Gishki Sprite doesn't have darks. Only really like big deck that would have darks is both the Cashier, not the Cashier, the Tearlament, and then Branded deck. So I'm just gonna cut those, put them in my side deck for Branded if I see it. Last for the hand traps, we play 3 Ash, 3 Shifter, and 3 Imperm. Really loved Shifter when I saw it. There's only one time that I did see it, and I decided not to activate it. It was against a Sprite player, and they set 2 pass. I didn't know what they were doing, and I activated Dress Rehearsal, and I just didn't I didn't activate Shifter, but I ended up losing that game because I couldn't OTK, and Shifter would have helped. Moving on to the spells. We play 3 Dress Rehearsal. This replaces our Pot of Extrav. Such a good card. Searching for a monster, searching for a script. Just like 2 cards. Instead, like Extrav was just like 2 random. Here we have exactly what we need. Best Ash bait. As long as we have a normal summon and a scale, we have full combo. So, moving on, we have 2 Tainment, 2 Rise of the Abyss King. I run 2 Abyss Tainment. A couple people I've been seeing have been playing 1. I don't like 1. The only reason why is because it is a card you can set off of your Superstar, but Superstar gets rid of it at the end of the turn. So I want to have another one just in case for the grind game. I don't like playing into only combo. I want to make sure I can have like some grind game, and Abyss Tainment lets me do that. Also, it's if you pop it, or like if your opponent pops it, it's so good. It feels so good. Summoning 5 from deck. Also, like, that's the best Ash bait there. Rise, you don't need more of this, but you can play it. It is Ritual Beast Steeds on crack because it's not once per turn, it's a spell card, and your opponent can't respond to it if you have Superstar or Madonna on board. Spells we play. 1 Fantastic Theater. Fantastic Theater is now searchable and makes the deck work. Being able to chain your super producer during their monster effect, and then like they might let this go through, and they can't Veiler this on their turn. And if they already have a monster on board, and you're attempting to use like producer's effect, they can't imperm it either. So this normally gets off most of the time, and if it does, because it activates from deck, it can't be ashed. It negates the monster, and like if your opponent's monster is chain 1, this is chain 2. It will always change that monster, even though this was being played during the chain. It's really weird, but it's really fun. Last we play Opening Ceremony. This is our turn 1 play, so we'll go set this, set up your super producer, and then during your opponent's turn, they will pop this. You'll draw into, hopefully, like your good hand traps, like whatnot. Yeah, that's the main deck. Before we go into the extra, I'll like go over why we don't play Dramatist and Dramatic Story. So this, you have to give up a little bit of advantage. Like, you have to go normal summon a dude, target the dude, and like in general that's a target. So what if they get rid of her beforehand? And Sprite just got like a new card that takes cards like a DD Headhunt. So that's the first big problem. Second is it either destroys her or scales it, and like in most cases, if you go Curtain Riser, if you normal Curtain Riser, sure, that's fine. But like if you scale Curtain Riser, summon it off its effect because you don't want to waste your normal summon, Dramatic Story is kind of bad. And if you have that monster on board, that monster won't have its effect, or like not. It will be on board, so you won't be able to use Curtain Riser anyway because you have to control more monsters. So there's a lot of routes where I just don't think Dramatic Story is worth it. And then Dramatist, you have to give up a card in hand to summon it. You have to either open it so you can have your Hyper Director trigger. Like I don't see this being worth being played over like scaling your Sassy Ricky. Like, if you can scale Sassy Ricky during the opponent's turn, not only is that protection for your own monsters, that is a level 4 shuffle, so you can get rid of like sprite plays. It is just in general, it's much better than just this. Alright, anyway, moving on. I played 3 producer. However, before I decided to make this profile, I messed with my list afterwards. So realistically, I'm playing Willow, but I ended up playing producer, like, for the tournament, because I wasn't prepared to play Bestials. Producer does so much for the deck. It is a quick effect, each player's turn, pop a card you control, set a scale, or activate the field spell. And the field spell, as I said earlier, insane. It gives us so much advantage. We play 3 Hyper Director. Hyper Director is, it targets a dude in your scale, summons it, and then replaces it. It can't be ashed. This is the biggest Veiler target. If you get Veilered, you're kind of, most of the time, SOL. It really sucks. However, you have, like, now a lot more you can do. Going forward, I'm either going to just play 2 and 2, but for now, because of how essential this card is, I'm going to be playing the 3. I have so much room in my extra deck, I just don't care. I play, for the rest of the Link 2s, we just play 1 Beyond, a Dark, and a Nightmare Phoenix. I made Beyond once, and I was using a Bestial. If you're going second, and you have, like, a Bestial, it's really nice to just go, like, normal summon, then link into Beyond, but the issue is you can't do effects until you're pen summoned. So, if you have, like, in scale, your, Madonna, you can't use her effect. Or if you have to search a low scale, you can't use Madonna's effect until afterwards, and you normally want to. You can, however, go Beyond into Producer, or I mean Director, and then Director summon your scale that you search off of Beyond, which is nice. Dark is for the Bestials. Phoenix is just for generic back row destruction. I felt like this was more needed than really anything else. Then we just play the boy, the Axis Cup. I didn't make it. To be honest, I didn't make these 2 either. But I didn't make this either. I'm probably going to cut this for something better. It is just my filler card at the moment. Wingrevo, I played this only because I knew Sprite had a Ibly combo. Like, I read something on Zoo, and I'm like, hey, I should probably play like 1 Wingrevo, because I didn't know what to put in. And round 2, I played against Gishki Sprite, and I got Ibleed, and they fucked up, and after I made Wingrevo, they went and Nightmare Unicorn off of their IP, and they're like, I'm just gonna target your Wingrevo instead. So he just gave me that game, and then we went to game 3. Realistically, he should not have done that. Anyway, moving on. I played the DD package. I already played DDD. Really love the deck. The fact that we can go into Machinax is really good. Wave King Caesar's battle effect, like battle phase effect, if it's at the end of the battle phase, you destroy special summon as many monsters destroyed by battle, whatever. That's kind of cute, but the issue with that is you're playing a pendulum deck. Nothing really goes to grave unless, like, you detach, or like it was like for every monster destroyed, and I'm not really sure how that effect works, aside from non-pendulums. Rip. Baguska and Zeus. Baguska is my plan B. I didn't expect the deck to do as well as it did, so I never made this. Honestly, I think I'll keep it. I was planning to play Dweller, but I opted for Baguska instead. I didn't have too much of a problem with Tier. I did lose to Tier. I lost to Tier Lament, and I lost to Pure Sprite. Okay, to be fair, it was Shadal Tier Lament. And I just didn't know how to deal with the Shadal stuff. Play the Zeus because we played the Xyz. This never came up. But I still think playing Zeus is worth it. For my side deck, I played 1 Harpies, 2 Book of Eclipse. Harpies because generic, like, I need a back row removal somehow. Book of Eclipse is for the Kashtira stuff. We play 3 Dark Ruler for the Kashtira matchup. Evenly for the Kashtira matchup, and maybe like not Flowunderies. Build a board, whatever, Tier Lament. We play Skill Drain for the Kashtira matchup. I sided this in only once on Saturday, and it was just against the Sprite player. I did see it, but my board was outed at that point, and Skill Drain just didn't do enough. I do really like the idea of playing Skill Drain in this format. I just don't think this is the deck to do it. I know Abyss Actor and the OCG has been able to do a lot with back row or like floodgates. However, this build, I really like the idea of going opening ceremony into drawing 5. Ideally 5 hand traps. So moving forward, I won't be playing Skill Drain. Lastly, 3 Nibiru. I surprisingly sided this in against the Sprite player. Both Sprite players, the Gishki Sprite and then the Pure Sprite. I don't know why I did it the first time. I really shouldn't have. But they went into Sprite Sprint for the Angler combo, and I'm like, you know, maybe I should do the Nibiru. And then game 3, I did side it in, and it did win me the game, because after that turn, he passed. He couldn't really do much, or I couldn't really do much, so I just set up a draw 5. He then normal summons the new level 2 Gishki, and he just like, well actually no, he Book of Moons my stuff, and then he passes, and then, or like Book of Eclipse, he passes, my dudes flip. I then pass, and he can't really do anything, so he normal summons, and then he thinks, you know, you're just gonna you're just gonna negate my effects. But he didn't realize that my cards were not pendulum summoned, so he scooped that way. Because they were pendulum summoned, but they were booked. And because they were booked, they flipped up, and they're no longer considered pendulum summoned. I didn't say that. That was a dick move of me, but I find it really funny. So yeah, that was my list. Yeah, realistically, for moving forward, I'm putting Nibiru in the main. I want to be siding in the Bystials, so the Bystials will be on my side. Skill Drain is coming out. Evenly staying, Dark Ruler staying. Book of Eclipse might be going into the main. The more I think about it, the more I don't want to. The only reason why I want to put Book of Eclipse into the main is only because of Kashtira, but because our best play is the opening ceremony. I'd rather have cards that would work after our opening ceremony, so I'll probably just be playing more hand traps. At least stuff that works in tandem with Shifter, because you can't activate Effect Veiler when you're under shifter because Valor sends to graveyard 2 triggers effect while Ash Blossom discards itself. Anyway, there's my my best actor profile. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that clickbaity whatever. Thanks for watching.